And we back, y'all. Hey, welcome back to my channel, Watch Your Mouth Reviews. This is your boy James, where I am here to give my honest review while trying to watch my mouth. And it's not gonna happen in this video, but that's all right. We'll live to fight another day. Make sure you say what's up to my co-host, Mrs. Beth. Shall say what's up to her.
Hello, beautiful humans. Happy, Martin Luther King Day. That's what matters.
Yes,
And
it is
yeah,
MLK Day. Happy Martin Luther King Day, and how crazy it is that the inauguration is today as well. Wow, what a very big turn of events here. But make sure you guys subscribe to Mrs. Best channel as well. Any recaps or reviews that I don't do on my channel personally, it's because we cover it on Mrs. Best channel. We have Love and Marriage, it's Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop Miami, and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. All those recaps are done on Mrs. Best channel. If you want to get my reaction as well as hers, you'll go over to her channel, subscribe, and then wait for us to come on right there on Monday, Tuesdays and
whenever
Thursdays.
Miami comes back, you
Are
say
they
you
on
gonna join
hiatus?
me for Miami?
Huh?
You gonna join me for Miami?
Yes. Of
Okay,
course,
good.
of course I'm joining
Good.
for Miami. I have to see
Okay, I said I'm
new
not
season.
doing that shit alone, James.
No, just like I said with New Jersey, you knew how much I did not want to do, but I did it for you anyway because you did something for me. So of course you're gonna keep returning these favors until the debt is paid. So we all right.
The day.
We all right. We all right. Actually, Real Housewives of New Jersey wasn't as bad. It really wasn't. So you know. Hey, my good sis, Shani joining us. My
Hello,
weekend was
beautiful lady.
Hey, DM Rocks, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate
Hello,
you.
hello. Oh,
Oh,
you're
is she
sad. Me
there?
too.
Oh, I
Me
did like her a
too.
lot. I loved her.
I
Uh,
got into Miami late and binged watched it and been stuck since.
I stopped watching after that lady's mama died, the one with the face.
Oh,
That's when I stopped watching. That was the whole reason why I watched.
oh,
So
damn.
I know, right? I'm terrible, but that's all right. But y'all, we are talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. This old crazy episode, to say the least. Yes, yes. Um, yeah, I'm so annoyed with this episode. I'm really annoyed. Everyone is annoying me right now. So the episode opens up. We are at Kiana's beauty spot. Finally,
Thank you,
we
God.
finally are there. I don't know what it took. I don't know why it took episode 15, the end of the season, for us to get an episode of Kiana at her place of employment, aka her business, aka the reason which she should be promoting here in the first place. I don't know why it took us this long to get here, but for nevertheless, we are here. So we talk about because Giselle shows up. We learned that she's known Kay forever because Kay is good friends with Cal. Y'all know the beautician that can't seem to get them edges right with Giselle. And then also Wendy shows up. Stop laughing at me.
Okay.
Then Wendy shows up with a flat tire. And I said, Wendy, how do you get a flat tire in a Range Rover? Like those sensors are so unique in that truck, but okay. The old head convo of the last 5 minutes was the only good part. It really was. She really was, and I know, and that wasn't no damn AAA service or whatever she called. The way them voices were sounding, I'm like, what kind of service is that? You got one of them old hood link services? What's like, especially when the man called her, say, "Hey, I'm right outside." He goes, "Okay, love." I was like, "What the mess is this?" Yeah, but Potomac ain't gonna worry me. But we go in there. Giselle showing, not Giselle, Kay is showing them all the beauty products and what machine does what and everything. And then they talk about Karen and what Karen was going through. They noticed that Karen was really sleepy a lot of the moments that she was on the trips and around the girls. They noticed a lot of different things. They noticed that she's lost a lot of weight. They noticed all of that. And Kay kind of lets it out the bag that Karen is on Ozempic. And I think Karen already told us she was on Ozempic, and maybe this hadn't, they had already filmed this, and so maybe I feel like Karen already told us she was on Ozempic. So and they all felt like, well, damn, we was worried about nothing. We were thinking this is, her not eating, her being stressed about the case and everything. And little do they know, yeah, she was stressed all right. She was stressed the right, but the wrong information was gonna come out about that. Did you hear about Karen's departure? Yes, I did. I told Mrs. Best about that before we jumped on live on my last video. That Karen allegedly had quit the show. I didn't read her statement yet, but I did hear that she quit. No surprise. I'm not surprised. I feel like this was going to be hard for Karen to come back from, especially with her telling the ladies that she would be vindicated, that this was not serious, and that she has a strong case again.
If
You
she
know,
would have been accountable, then I think that she could have bounced back quickly. But the fact that she lied
yeah.
and on something that's so like sensitive to so many people, I don't think she realized how relatable it was. It also exposed her as not being authentic and talking about the things that are actually impacting her on the show. So I don't think she would have been canceled, but I don't think people would have wanted her on the show. And me and James been predicted it.
hmm Whitney gave Cher clueless vibes during that flat tire scene with the man AAA on the phone. I I don't believe that was real. I mean, I clearly she got a flat tire. Like I'm not saying that that part wasn't real, but I feel like that conversation, like no, there ain't no customer service person finna call you some love. They're not finna do that. They're let me tell you. I used to work in a call center. That's why I always call Bravo's call center because I used to work in one, and we had very strict guidelines on endearment words and thing about that. We
I
can
will
say
say
sir, ma'am.
I have
Mhm.
had several males who are call center reps refer to me as love, beautiful. Oh, you have such a nice telephone voice. You sing like they
These are
they
you
they
call.
AT&T, PG&E, okay? The 800 number when they mess up my order with I'm trying to tell you. Call guys like I feel like most of them be professional, but I will say like every like maybe 7 calls I make, there's that one guy who's like just flirty. I don't know what it is. Men be horny, they dogs. Dirty
See,
dogs.
probably they trying to fill the office space because you know there's a quota of employees you need to be having up in there on a daily basis. So that's probably what it is. And they just take anybody. But when I used to work in a call center, almost when did I leave in 2020? You can do all day. There was no way like you would get
You
in
work
trouble.
for a better and bigger
I did.
company,
I
and
did.
you also are very respectful towards women,
Yes.
James. You are very respectful. These
Mhm.
other ninjas, not so much.
But yeah, that was the scene with them. It was a cute little scene. I did enjoy this part of Giselle. I really did. Like Giselle hasn't been that bad this season. She really hasn't. I have to give it to Giselle. She actually is somewhat like I said, somewhat
She trying
likable.
to keep her job. She seen what they did to the other bandit. She said, "Oh shit." She's trying to keep her job. And I respect her for it. If that's what it took to get her to relax, then fine.
Yes, absolutely. So the next thing we see is Ray meets up with G, and they begin talking about things that are going on. G needed an outlet, and he got one in Ray because Ray ain't got nothing but time, so he gonna sit there and listen. So he pretty much, I'm not gonna go over everything. Pretty much, Mia lied. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. So they bring up this situation where the ladies were on the trip, and Karen was telling Ray how Mia was very upset about not knowing where the kids were and everything. And she said the kids were at Jacqueline's house. I went and got them because Mia is questionable how she moves when it comes to the care of her kids when she leaves town. And I made sure that they were in a place where I felt they were going to be most comfortable. And when he said that, I was like, oh, okay. And so then Ray asked, okay, well, what about the divorce thing and, her with Ink? And Gordon said that Mia's not that serious about Ink right now. And he told her, like, well, why don't we do some marriage counseling and everything and, just continue to be separated and work on ourselves individually and everything. And I said, now, Mia, this man, for you to say this man ain't wrapped too tight, he making a lot of sense to me. Because I do feel like Mia got one foot in each door. I do. I feel like Mia got one foot in Ink's door because that's probably the fun and the sex. But as far as where the money resides, she know G finna sell these businesses. So she keeping one foot in that dough to make sure that she get her piece of the pie. I feel like that's what I'm looking at. Mrs. Best, am I wrong or do you feel the same?
She's just a hoe that was turned into a housewife that's tried to revoke her own title to realize that the younger man with the eggplant emoji that works and hits it in the right places will probably never turn her into a housewife again. I think this is off her storyline. I've been said that a couple episodes of our little recaps because Mia be lying, yes, but this man does not display, anyone who works in mental health understands that he is not displaying symptoms of bipolar disorder at all. He can't tell us a medication he's on, he can't tell us nothing. So I feel like it's off her story. I feel like Mia
I
might
feel
have
like
pissed
he
him
said
off.
it to
And
give
so
me a
now
yeah. Go
I
ahead.
feel like she might have pissed him off or something. And he's like, I'm going to go talk about this shit on camera. Now watch this. Like, I think they're all immature. Even though he's much older, I think they're all immature.
I feel
Everybody
like he
involved.
said it to clean up his outbursts, but also to have some vindication towards Mia as a form of protection so she won't look crazy on this show. I think that that's really why he did it. Like, I'm not saying, and I'm saying allegedly, because I can't, confirm this medical condition or not. He said that he has it, so I only can go based upon that. But it just looks like someone trying to clean something up, and he realized that was a mistake, and that's why he's sitting with Ray to clearing up some of this mess. Because some of the things that he was saying, like when he said that Mia took the kids to Atlanta and they was, all laid up at Ink's place or something like that, and he wasn't feeling all that. I would have concerns about that too, because first off, I don't know this man that you claiming to, want to marry. And the things that I do know of him were him stepping in our marriage and you cheating. So of
The
course I'm
kids
gonna have some
seemed a
concerns.
little bothered by Ink too. In the scene
Yeah.
where they were discussing them a couple episodes back, it don't
Mhm.
even seem like the kids like them like that. But I will say, when Mia's been all over the internet prior to the season airing with Ink, the kids are nowhere in sight. So I'm assuming they're back home with G, but we probably
And
just don't see that.
right, because then also G says that he has the kids like just this last month. This I guess that was the month of June. He had the kids. He said 25 days. Now there's only 30 days in June, which means that Mia had the kids for 5 days, and I believe it. I do. I believe that she was with Ink and she was, trying to make sure she, fulfills that relationship. And she probably, because her other kid lives in Atlanta as well, she's probably, with that kid too. I'm not going to just make her to seem like she was just some, non-existent, non-attached mama. But what I'm saying is that I can believe that G had those kids the majority of the time. And I feel like the only reason why they go over to Jacqueline's when Mia has to go somewhere is because probably G is trying to tie in some loose ends on his business. And it's not what she's describing it to be, where she don't feel like the kids are safe. Or was they with the nanny the other five? I don't know. He didn't say that specifically, but he was alluding to that it's not what they seem. Because Rape threw in his face that we talk about she has full custody of the kids, and G was like, we don't have any paperwork that says she has full custody. So there's no paperwork in the full custody, and the divorce is on hold. They're just separated. So it's like, Mia, what are you doing at this point? What is the plan? Can you at least let us know that, since you're carrying us around this merry-go-round and trying to confuse us and twisting us all these loops and circles with you? What is the real thing? Can you at least tell us that? Are you going to divorce this man or are you not? And if the operative is you're waiting for some money, I'm not mad at that. But just say that versus trying to pin it all on his mental illness, and then also the other half of you trying to say you're trying to work out this other relationship. Like, it's really stupid. All you had to say was, look, I'm not ready to leave my husband just yet because he finna sell these businesses, and I feel like I'm entitled to that because of the years that I've spent with him. That's fine. Why do women do this? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand you women not being honest.
And
Because
she
I
went
would rather.
online and responded to everybody calling her liars since the episode, putting out a statement basically to summarize blaming all of this on G's bipolar.
Oh, I read it, and I
Like,
commented
girl,
on one of the posts. I did. I
she's
commented
crazy.
on that. Yeah, she got full custody, but he can come over at any time. I feel like I need to see the paperwork for that now. Because to me, it seems like this is one of them hood antics, full custody, because she the mama, and they're just going to be more comfortable at her house because she probably got the 3 bedroom instead of G having the 2. That's what it looks like to me. I don't believe there's any paperwork that says that Mia legally has full custody. I think he just gave her full custody of the kids. You know, That's how I feel. But I could be wrong, and I don't really care one way or another because me lie so much. I don't really care one way or the other if it is what it is or if it's not. But what was the last thing they talked about? We talked about the divorce. We talked about the kids being in Atlanta. Am I missing something, Mrs. Best, from this conversation? I feel like I am.
Um, Not much happened this episode.
Okay, so we just gonna move on from this scene because directly there was nothing that I think I. Hey Naya, thank you for joining us. I think I touched on everything that they talked about in that conversation. We did. Ray, mentioned Karen got her new Maserati, which we saw at the beginning, and I was like, Karen, you gonna buy the exact same damn car? That one is the newer one, y'all. That one is at least the 2022. That one's at least the 2022. The last one she had was in 2017. So Karen, I hope that car got insurance. I hope that car is registered. I hope you got your current driver's license at your current address. I don't want to see no more of this. I'm just saying. Nice Maserati though. That's a nice car. Anything else you
Why
want
is
to?
she still allowed to drive?
You can still drive with a DUI.
Yeah, I understand that, but she done had a few of them. Why is she still on the road? And Ray behind the wheel don't make me feel much safer either.
I
I-
also don't know why she would buy the same $100,000 car. That makes no sense to me.
The same way that she says she will be vindicated knowing she was filmed.
I'm just saying, there's no way I'd have bought that same car. Didn't they take her license? I don't know if they took her license. I don't think they did. I think, you know, if I don't know what it's like in Maryland when you get a DUI, because in Phoenix you can still drive with a DUI. You just have to have a breathalyzer installed into your car, and it's very annoying because I had a friend who had one, and to start the car you had to blow in it. And when I tell you it's 150 degrees in Phoenix already, so when you're trying to blow in that, that's not convenient because you have to blow in it for at least 20 seconds. Like you have to continue to blow, and then as you're driving, it'll beep again for you to blow even some more. So it's
What's
like,
even wilder is to buy a car after you've gotten your second or third DUI.
yes.
Because if it's the first one, it's like more than likely get the sting in your car, pay the fees. If you're in California, do the classes, you get your license back. But it's different everywhere. But it's just like Karen, this is not your first DUI. So like to buy a car is wild.
And the
You don't
exact
know if you
same
can
one.
even drive the car, right? You don't even know if you could drive it.
Yes. Like, why would you buy the exact same one
And
when you
Ray
still
needs
got
to
your
be driving a
2006?
Prius. Ray should be driving a Prius, not this. He can't handle this.
No, Ray drives, he got the Audi SUV, but she still has her 2006 Mercedes CLS car. She can still drive that until she figured this out. She ain't had to go buy no new Maserati. That's what I'm telling you. Karen crazy. She is. I don't know who more messy, Karen, the grand drunk, or Mia be lying. Mia be lying. Um, they do. That is a good point, Shannon. They do give me Nene and Greg. They do. Absolutely. They will stand in each other's mess if it kill them. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But we're gonna move on, y'all. So Giselle takes two out of the three musketeers to go shopping for college. And it was a really weird scene because Giselle's talking about how she want to be in the club with her daughters and how everybody thinks she's gonna be the young, cute mama. And it was like, who else did this? Somebody else did this that made me cringe. I forgot who it was. Was it Trish from Love and Marriage Huntsville? Somebody else did this, and I'm like, why do y'all grown ass women think that y'all need to be in the club with y'all kids? No, that's not how that goes. Y'all need to be in your own grown and sexy clubs. Y'all need to be with these 21-year-olds. That's what's wrong with y'all now. And then y'all be laughing and poking fun at Dre and Michelle over there from Basketball Wives because of her situation. I don't want to hear that from y'all if y'all gonna be talking about clubs and y'all making fun of that lady. Just saying. I not to bring that up, but I just had to be funny. But that was pretty much the scene. It was a cute scene. They talk about the Christmas tree. Giselle's dad always helped her pick out a Christmas tree. And since he's no longer with us, the girls were talking about they'll have to pick it out on their own. And it was a cute little, remembrance to see them. That was really cute. Is there anything else you want to add to this, Mrs. Best?
No, absolutely not.
Did I miss 11? Maybe you did. I'm so sorry, love. But watch the playback for me, but don't leave this one yet because we still got a lot to talk about. So, the next thing we're going to talk about is Stacy. you know, Stacy, I'm trying to advocate for you, my love. I'm trying to be with you. I'm trying to stand with you. I really am. But you making it hard. These next two things I'm about to talk about, Stacy is making it really hard for me to advocate for her. Because I like Stacy. I do. But dang, Stacy, really? We ain't there yet, Shannon, but this is the first thing I told. So Stacy meets with, I believe this was an attorney or maybe even a mediation specialist. I don't know who this was. But she talked to the lady about, her going for a divorce and what she's willing to accept. She did say they just went into mediation. So the lady asked her, okay, well, who makes more money out of you or your husband? And she says, my husband makes way more than I do. And she goes, okay, I noticed in your list of requests that you're requesting alimony, but not child support. Can I know why? Well, Stacey said, well, my husband and I, he always has taken care of our daughter. And I just feel like, that's never in question. But what is in question is me. Like, I think I would want to make sure that I'm taken care of as well. And the lady was like, okay. So the same reason you have doubt that you'll be taken care of, why wouldn't you have doubt that your daughter will be taken care of? Because I have seen in my time of doing this that women will come in here, same way as you, thinking that men will take care of their children. And when he gets somebody else, the funds go out the wasteland. So I'm trying to figure out with you, why are you so adamant about your spousal support, but not your child support? Like, please help me understand. And Stacey's like, the way this lady is talking to me, it's really strange because I know my husband and I know that he would never deny Arabella. I'm just worried about myself and me being taken care of. So then Stacey asked the lady, she was like, well, how many times have women have come in here and have expressed what I'm expressing? She said, if I had $5 for every time a woman in your situation came up in here and talked about I should have got that child support, I wouldn't even be doing this job anymore. I would be on the beach somewhere. Which should tell you, Stacey, that you need to be getting. But first of all, Stacey's not asking for enough. If I have given you 16 years of my life, undisputed, I don't know what that is knocking on my window like that, but that's crazy. That damn bird, how did you even get up in here? Sorry, y'all. I'm getting off center. There's something that was knocking on my window, scared the shit out of me. But if I'm Stacy in this situation and I'm giving you 16 years of my damn life, I'm getting half of every goddamn thing on top of my spousal and my child support. I want my house. I want 3 vehicles. I want it all. Y'all, 16 years is a long fucking time to be with somebody undisputedly, because they never, I don't believe in any of the 16 years they've ever been separated. I think this is the first separation. And yeah, also, you also thought you were going to be married forever. Now you never know. And that's the other point. You don't know how this man finna act when y'all actually go through the motions of this divorce. So Stacey is crazy. Like that lady said, no, you need to make sure your child is taken care of on top of you. I don't understand how that was like not a no-brainer. She really trusts this husband, y'all. I need to meet him. She need to bring him on for just one little scene. Sir, sign off for just one little scene so maybe we can assess it for ourselves. Mrs. Best, how did you feel about that scene?
It's stupid that you are more concerned about yourself over your child. Child support is meant to assist the adult in supporting the child, whether it be with the rent for said child, keeping up with the same lifestyle for the child. But there's also a reason that it is separate from spousal support. You say that you know your husband so well, but you also say in mediation there was so much that you did not know about, which should tell you that you do not know your husband well. So I think it's really irresponsible. And I also get annoyed with people who go to professionals and then ignore the advice that the professional is giving them. Um, it's like, why did you waste my time? Yeah, I
Right.
guess like this attorney, her job is to look out for you, and she has to do that. Her license depends on it. So she's trying to look out for you and you're trying to tell her not to, because I guarantee that man ain't in with his attorney talking about how to protect her. So it's all very, very strange. I thought Stacy I don't know. I like her. I think she's good for Housewives, but I think we're just catching her at the wrong time. I'll say that.
I think so too, because this wasn't the look. I'm sorry, y'all. This wasn't the look. I'm not trying to say I'm selfish by
But
any
she
means,
could get
but
spousal and child support.
she can. She actually
And
could
she
get
can get properties.
yes,
She
and
was
she can
married to him,
after
like you
shit.
said, for so long. And I'm like, why would you just say no, knowing he makes more than you? Like, you're still trying to make decisions based on love, but this is a decision you need to make so that the love can end, darling. I think she's forgetting that part, but
Yes.
I don't know.
I think she, like I don't feel, and that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like they're really divorcing because of like, maybe intellectually there's still a connection. I think they're divorcing because they probably outgrown each other. Like, I really feel like it's one of the situations where it's, they still probably could work it out, but she wants something different out of life. And maybe he does too. I don't know. Like Matt did in First Year Living Single, advised the lady to get a prenup. With TJ, even though I don't take that relationship serious, if she did, I would definitely say get a prenup because it seems like he fishing for something else. But that was pretty much it. My only advice for Stacy is Stacy. I don't know if you're looking at it as like a deceitful thing if you were to ask for all the things that I just named, but it's not deceitful if you put in all these years and all this time and have this one child. It's not selfish to say you want half of everything because I'm pretty sure he acquired a lot more after he got married to you. I'm pretty sure of it. So, I, what's funny? Someone else said this on another live I was watching moments ago when Stacey first did her mediation. Someone says it feels like Stacey does not want to divorce this man. She's just probably in a rough spot with him, and she doesn't know a way out of it.
That's how
Yeah, and
I
that's valid.
feel. That's definitely how I feel, especially to be dating TJ. She's dating somebody she know it ain't gonna go nowhere with.
TJ know he pushing 55 at least. There's no way he looked like that in 41 at this statement. But yes, let's go ahead and move on to that scene since it was the next scene. So Stacy meets up with TJ. They go out to have breakfast, and she pretty much tells him about what's going on, and then she says that her husband is moving out of their home. He will be gone within the next couple of days. And TJ's like, okay, so when do I get to come to your home and everything? And Stacy was like, that's not going to happen. And she tells us, she's like, look, I love TJ, don't get me wrong, but that is the home that I've shared with my husband and that my daughter sleeps in. You're not going to just impose into my new home. And so TJ has these lists of demands. He goes, look, I want you to tell your husband that we are dating. And I'm looking at him like, are you out of your mind? Why would she tell the man that she is currently married to that she is dating your non relevant ass? I'm just like, are we kidding me right now? And Stacy was like, look, that's not easy. Like, you have to understand, like, this is a life that I am mourning still. Like, I have to get okay with the fact that I'm no longer going to be in the same social circles.
This is
I'm
why you date once the divorce is final. Because it's unfair of her to expect him to be able to support her through her divorce. And it's unfair of him to be putting so much pressure on her and her child when she's trying to go through a very new divorce. Also, the rainbow flags that Naya put up, I think, apply to his life, and that is totally fine.
absolutely because this was given Medea stage play. If I ain't ever seen Medea stage play, then be like, Stacey, I understand. Just take your time. I didn't realize I was imposing like I was. I was like, okay, it's giving you trying to get through and book yourself on another TV show or something. Like I could see this. Like, get out of our face with this. Like, I can't with him. And Stacy with her old goofy ass, like, oh babe, oh, give me a hug and a kiss. I'm so sorry. And I'm looking at her like, you know, Stacey, don't be delusional, sweetie. Don't be no delusional. That was manipulation all at its best. I don't understand why you sitting up here entertaining this. Like, for real. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fake crying at all. These two they are, y'all. Like, I don't bit more believe this than anything else. Like, to me, Stacey, go back to your husband. Go back to your husband. Throw out this divorce and go back to your husband. Because you might as well be dealing with that than to be in our face doing this. Like, seriously. And that's another thing, Naya. I could have sworn too. He didn't want to be with her, that they were only just friends and all of that. Because, yes. Because the fuck you mean we ain't hunching, dating, or but nothing, but you want me to announce like you royalty. You know what? Go find Bugs Bunny or whatever is then. That's what he be fucking, is that Bugs Bunny. Allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly. But I knew a man who did that. It was weird as hell. It was like, are you serious? Man poked a hole, cut a whole hole through that shit, and was yeah. It was. I was like, I'm done. I'm done with society. But yeah, yes, I can't. I cannot. Yes. So that was the Stacy, 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 baby. I'm telling you, if you come back next season, I need something better than this. I need something better than this. I do. I need something better than this. I can't deal with you and Stacy. Allegedly, he's an actor. No, that's not alleged. He is an actor. You could pull up his IMDb. He's been on Grey's Anatomy. He's been on something else. There was something else that he was on too. No, he's an actor as well, a struggling one. He's working QVC with her. So yeah, that's how I know this is. That's why I feel like this is bullshit, and this is him trying to get back into the realm and get auditions and stuff easier because he's putting on a performance every time he's on camera. That's how, and I know that's what actors do. I know that's what they do. When we be viewing audience recognize Stacey and are playing, we ain't stupid. They're not playing in our faces. We see the bullshit for what it is. And I like Stacey, but you in danger. I like that's what I said. I like Stacey. I do. I think she is brilliant for this show. But the problem that I have with Stacey is I feel like there's this grandeur of like it's like delusion that I can't get with her with. And this relationship is one of them. The second thing will be what she's requesting from her husband. That's the second thing that makes her very delusional. It's like, ma'am, it's okay to get half of that man's shit. It's okay to get spousal. It's okay to get child support. You want that shit in writing because at any time Mad Day can come and say he can say you ain't getting shit. Then what you gonna do? Like, yeah. He was an actor. He was on the set of Grey's Anatomy, also Sister Sister. When was he on Sister Sister? Because I would have recognized him. Was he the pizza boy or something? Because I would have recognized him. Nia Green. I had to get that took a minute. But no, but that was pretty much it. Mrs. Best, anything you want to add with Stacey before I move on?
No, I have nothing nice.
She has nothing nice to say, you guys. So we're gonna move it along. So we're gonna talk about the beginning of Ashley's little event space of this drag king show situation here.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, I realized I skipped the scene where Ashley meeting up with I just didn't have time. I just didn't want to talk about that. But Wendy, Kay, and Giselle get there first. And Kay lets them know that she's, had a really bad day. She had a really big fight with Greg. And, they just had two different outlooks on life. And, and talking about that in the beginning with her men's file, she's saying that there was another issue about when they get married, she wants to hyphenate her name, but Greg wants her to take his full last name. That's not even up for discussion. And it's like, well, Kieran, that's a red flag right there because you have a whole empire that excludes him. So of course you need to keep your last name. Like that shouldn't even be in question. And any real man that understands that you have shit to lose and you have an empire of your own will understand that. So yeah, that's a red flag. But she keeps talking about how he wants her to be at home. He really wish she didn't do the show because it takes her away from her cooking every night and her being at home. It was like, okay, man. I was like, sir, you didn't get Wilma Flintstone. You got Kiana Stewart. That girl got stuff going on. Like, I'm sorry, she do. So I don't know what you think she's supposed to give all that up for you and it's nonprofit? It wouldn't happen, sir. The hell, you better go somewhere else. I don't know what you think this is, but no, we're not gonna play like that. We not gonna. And this is another thing I was gonna say. You beat me to it. She way too pretty for you, sir. Way too pretty. Kiana, I don't know what it is about women because there's a lot of women like this. Y'all, a lot of women settle and y'all really throw away y'all glorified moments in life just to appease some man ego because he has not reached that yet. Don't do that, ladies. Don't do that. If he's worth it, he gonna rise and meet you right where you at. And if he doesn't, then that's not the one for you. You need to have someone that is better. And this is not better, Kieran. I don't know what this is, but this is not better if this is causing you and causing your lifestyle to change like this because he wants to be appeased. That's not how this works. What else we saying? Girl, what the fuck? Gay had a cute little shape. She do that girl is gorgeous beyond words. Like she is her body, her looks, she seems to be very intelligent, and then she has a whole business, and she's been in business for a long time, and she's still young. That girl's only 2 years older than me. So it's like, come on, Kay, you got to do better than this, baby. I'm sorry. I cannot advocate for this. I cannot with this caveman as attitude. Yeah, it really is. It's giving caveman, it's giving you haven't evolved your life. And y'all shouldn't want men like that. Y'all should not want men like that as well. That was horrible. We all did because I was like, actually, I'm not going to talk about this on my channel. I'm not. I'm not going to talk about this next week. I'm like really. It depends on how it play out. I might skip over that next week. I really might. But as we know, they're talking everything. Karen walks in and Stacy walks in, and they're talking, and they're like, "Where's everybody else? Like, where's Mia?" And Mia's they said Mia's probably late, and then Stacy said Jazzy is coming too. We didn't see Jazzy yet, so I guess she's running real late. But before Mia, well, Mia gets there with Jacqueline, and Karen pulls Giselle to the side and tells Giselle about Ray's lunch with G and how it realistically isn't what Mia's been saying. Karen gives it a rundown. There's no custody for these kids. There's no proceeds with this divorce. When she was hyperventilating about the kids, G took them to where he thought they would be most comfortable. So it was nothing what Mia is trying to display. To be fair, some women want men like Greg, especially religious women. Yeah, that is true. But I feel like because where society is today, I feel like women are more accepting of whatever a man has because it's better because we still live in the mindset that it's better to have a man than to not have one at all. So whatever he comes with, you just got to deal with it, even if that means dumbing yourself down or taking a humble approach to the relationship just so that way you won't bruise his little ego. I think that that's the message that women are getting, and I'm telling women not to fall for that because that's not fair. That's not fair that because there is a shortage. And also for black women, I'm telling you, start dating outside your races. I get a lot of black women aren't really taught to do that. And it's so unfortunate, but start doing it. Start dating different. Just start dating different. Why was there a DNA test for both of them kids that look just like Gordon? He and the kids are triplets. Because, you know, ignorance that probably started from ink and then, because there was an affair that happened right around the time that boy was conceived. So that's why he feels so strongly to say that. But and that was another thing that Karen told Giselle. And Giselle is pissed because Giselle said Mia just be lying and she just be lying. We gonna confront her right now. Like she told Karen right now. I said, well, damn, Giselle, wait till things mess. Are y'all gonna be up at these people establishments just gonna cause a ruckus and everything? So they confront Mia, mostly just Karen at this point, with the information that she got. And she said, Mia, I had a conversation with Ray. He went out with Gordon, and Mia said, yeah. And she says, well, you haven't been honest because he told us that you know directly that the kids were always safe and that they weren't in any harm's way. He also told him that there's no proceed with your divorce and that y'all are, you're just separated right now. There's no intention to finalize anything. And me, it's like, well, how would y'all know that y'all just taking this word over G over me and I'm supposed to be your friends? It's all for a storyline. None of it will ever make sense. That's the point. Eternal confusion to stay relevant on the show. I hope so. I hope so. I hope this is what this is. And so it's getting loud, and so they decide to come outside, and the conversation gets more heated. Ramia was like, no, you guys are, realistically not hearing me. I did not lie about anything. And just to say, yes, you do. You lie about everything. You're a liar, Mia. That's all you do is lie. And she goes, well, how would I know? And Karen, you're the last person to come after me with your DUIs and everything like that. And even Stacey was like, okay, Mia, like you can't keep throwing that in her face, like for real. Like she's already been owned up to it. It is what it is. Like even Stacey was like, Mia, come on. And Karen said, Mia can't hurt me. Like she really can't. Like everything. And then she said, and the DNA, and then they brought the DNA test about how the kid really is Gordon's kid and everything. And at first, I was like, yeah, but we kind of already knew that. But then when I thought about it, there was some part of me that was gloating on the fact that there was a potential that this kid could have been Ink's baby. Because if y'all remember, Gordon had let it out that Mia got an abortion for Ink. If y'all remember that. So as soon as they said that, that's where my mind went, where they were like, yeah, Mia did gloat on the fact that that did happen. And that it was kind of like, oh, well, let's, play this merry-go-round, this fun game of who would be the father? Would it be Ink? Would it be Gordon? She did do that. So I could understand why the ladies would have some frustration with her. Like, it's really crazy. And y'all, Mia just went off. She walked away from them, and it's a to be continued. And once again, this is how you know Potomac is really just going downhill because there was nothing else to talk about. The Mia situation, I don't really care. I really don't. Because it's not like it's a viable storyline. It's not like it's fun. It's not like it's realistically the, epitome of Real Housewives storyline. It's very much you're doing anything and everything to stay on TV because you want this check to come in. And it's like those type of like storylines, they're great for the moment, but then they get exhausting. And that's where I am. I'm exhausted for talking about this. Mrs. Best, how do you feel?
I'm kind of annoyed with Mia because she didn't have to go this route. I think it's all bullshit. I don't believe any of it. But I do believe that she has had and dated Ink throughout the duration of her marriage. And she could have had any interesting storyline just admitting that she has somewhat of a half open marriage. But instead, she chooses to lie about foolery. I'm kind of done with it. In my opinion, I said this to James. I think that Potomac will be going in the direction of Housewives of Atlanta, in that they're going to have to figure out how to change the cast or get things back on track. But I don't this has been a terrible season.
Thank you, Kevin Reynolds, for sending me the DM of TJ on the sister sister thing. Yeah, he has aged horribly. He's aged oh Lord, he's aged horrible. Because he was definitely fine in that sister sister episode. I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe if he cut his hair, because he was bald in that thing. Maybe if he cut his hair, maybe that might be better for him. I don't know. I don't know, but he ain't as cute now than he was then. I'm gonna say that. But that was pretty much the episode, y'all. That was Real Housewives of Potomac. It was a hot mess. It was crazy. I think what I'm most disappointed was Stacey. I think I was mostly disappointed about that more than anything because I couldn't believe that she said what she said. But she'll learn. If this divorce happens the way Stacey wants it to happen, you will learn because Mad Day is coming. I'm telling you, men act differently when it's Mad Day, especially if this little boy wants you to parade him around like you some new dangling pair of earrings. Yeah, that man ain't gonna put up with that. It is the hairstyle. It is. And I was okay. So I was thinking that I was like, it has to be the hair because I don't, yeah, because he's not cute. And then maybe if he shave it, maybe it might be better. But that was Real Housewives of Potomac. So we have one more live, y'all, which is Married to Medicine. And Stacey, go talk to Sutton, please. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Shani. Thank you so much. Stacey, go talk to Sutton. Because Sutton did it exactly how it was supposed to be. That's who, when I tell y'all, people who win in divorces, Sutton won. Sutton got more than what I thought she should have gotten. But that's not the here nor there. I ain't been married that long. I ain't married now, but I don't know. But to get over $300,000 a month in only spousal support. Yeah, $300,000 only spousal support, and I think she got like $1.7 million in cash deposited to her bank account, and her husband wrote her the check for it. Like I think she got that in cash, and she got I know she got some of the minor league baseball teams, which is also money. Like, but I think all of her kids, I think she only got one more that's not grown yet. And I think maybe they'll just work something out for him. But yeah, Sutton won. When I tell you Sutton won, I'm going to Sutton. I'm probably not going to go through that with divorce, but if I do, I'm going right to Sutton. I really am. Because Sutton gonna tell you, and that's why I get mad at Beverly Hills Housewives when they don't listen to her. Because I'm like, how y'all not gonna listen, especially Dorit? How are you not gonna listen to the lady who's winning? I guess. But that was it, y'all. We're gonna go to Married to Medicine. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Mrs. Best. Oh, Kevin Reynolds had to correct me. 350,000. That's even better. Can y'all even spend that much money in a month before it recycles and you get another one next month? Like, and that's my point. Yes, Sutton is very quick to offer advice and tell you what you should be doing. I would call Sutton if I had access to her. It'd be like, Sutton, what should I do? Like for real. But damn, 350,000 a month. I can't even spend that in a year, let alone getting it every month. And not, that's rich people problems. But yeah, I gotta go. But thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see you guys on Married to Medicine. I will see you shortly. Bye bye.